If you follow my content, then you know that I started my journey in real estate investing with virtually no money. That's right, I was broke. Now, I usually get questions all the time about how to invest when you're broke. So in today's training video, I'm going to give you Cody Sperber's top tips on how to get started from ground zero. What's up, clever investors? It's Cody Sperber back again. In today's training video, we're talking about a couple of my top tips to get started in real estate when you're broke. Now, this subject, it resonates with me personally because I remember being broke and wanting to do a deal so badly. So today I'm going to give you my thoughts on what you could do to jumpstart your business. Now, before we go into today's content, I just want to welcome you all to my channel. On this channel, I'm going to give you my top tips on how to escape the rat race using creative real estate strategies. So if this interests you and you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting that bell to receive post notifications every single time I release new content. For everybody else, welcome back. All right, now, not everybody is blessed to have an abundance of money that allows them to just jump directly into buying and selling properties. Now, back in the day, real estate investing, it meant buying homes and renovating the homes and maybe putting a tenant in the properties and then just collecting rents. Now, in most cases, investors were just trying to do what we call buy and hold strategies to increase their passive income. This is the traditional method to real estate investing, and it usually requires a significant amount of capital. So if you're new to real estate and you're starting from ground zero, meaning you almost have, no money to invest, you're not going to necessarily go out there and buy a house and pay for renovations out of your own pocket or have the financial capacity to flip a house. So that brings me to my first recommendation to real estate investing when you're broke. Tip number one is to get educated. Now, you will never do a deal in real estate unless you have equipped yourself with the right tools to get deals done. Now, these tools are only going to reveal themselves to you when you get out there and you get educated. Now, real estate, it's a very large industry, and there's literally dozens of investment strategies. Buy and renovating or buy, fix, and flipping, those are more like the traditional way, but it's not the only way to do it. All right, the only way that you can go from $0 to thousands is to properly educate yourself on the subject. Now, there's a number of different strategies that you can deploy if you have no money. You can wholesale, you can do seller financing or subject to deals, or you could bird dog for other investors. Now, obviously, I know and I understand what these strategies entail, but if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you just made my point. And you got to get educated, and you got to get educated quickly. Now, watch more real estate videos on YouTube, preferably mine. Listen to podcasts, read books, do everything you can to gain more specialized knowledge. Now, in one of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, he covers this concept of specialized knowledge in detail. And he specifically talks about how everybody has it wrong in terms of knowledge and in learning. And he simply states that knowledge, it's not power, it's potential power. Meaning that general knowledge, it means absolutely nothing if it can't be organized and used to create practical plans to accumulate wealth. Gaining that specialized knowledge is not only the key to success in the real estate world, but it's ultimately the key to success in just gaining as much wealth and abundance for your life. So if you're starting from nothing and you're broke, you must start here. How many books have you read on real estate lately? How much time are you spending on things that don't actually matter? We live in the information age, and there's literally a treasure trove of information on real estate investing that's out there, and most of it, it's absolutely free, including these free training videos that I have on YouTube that you love smashing the like button over, which I'm grateful for. Thank you. Now, it's up to you to put in the time and dedicate and learn. Now, if you're looking for some strategies that's going to help get you in the game and get you some results, I highly recommend the following real estate strategies and learning more about them. Number one is wholesaling, all right? No money down real estate. Number two is subject to investing or seller financing investing. Number three is tax lien investing. And number four is bird dogging, which is basically just getting paid a finder's fee for finding deals for people. Now, each one of these strategies, they have their own blueprints to success, but I've talked about most of these strategies in my training. And I'm going to leave a link in the card right above, and it's going to be the best way to get started in tax lien investing, so please check that out when you can. Do yourself a favor, Continue to gain that specialized knowledge. People like myself have been doing deals with little to no money for years and years. So being broke is not an excuse. This brings me to my next tip. Tip number 2 is to hustle, 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 baby. Hustle doesn't get enough attention because we live in a society that believes in instant gratification, which is crazy. That's not the way success works. If you're looking for some type of get rich quick or shortcut to success, you're not going to find it in this video, and you're not going to find it in this particular tip. When I say hustle, 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 what I'm referring to is the amount of time and effort that you're putting into your real estate investing business. Now, if you really want to do deals and live the life that you feel like you truly deserve, the life that you're imagining for yourself right now, you're going to have to become obsessed over going and getting it for yourself. Go to that local RIA meeting. Go to the meetup groups. Go to the free seminars. Learn as much as you can. Go to as many events as you can. Get out there, put yourself in those scary situations where you're trying to figure it all out, and just get as much exposure to people who are already playing the game at a very high level and figure out exactly what they're doing. The fastest way to get to that next level of life is through modeling. Now, you're going to have to find people like myself that are doing exactly what you want to do, and then just ask them all the right questions. Now, get out a pen and paper right now, and I want you to write some of these questions down. All right? This is going to be imperative to your success. Question number 1 is, how did you get your start in real estate? Question number 2 is, if you could start all over again from just scratch, from the beginning, what would you do differently? And question number 3 is, what would you tell somebody in my position about getting started in real estate? Now, there are probably a million questions that you can ask, but the most important thing to note here is modeling is all about finding people that are doing exactly what you want to do and then having them map out a blueprint for you to follow. So if I were starting all over again from ground zero, I'd be attending events, I'd be asking lots of questions, I'd be doing whatever I can to get within proximity of power players so that way I can map out my pathway to success. This is what I mean by hustle. It's the art of pursuing your dreams with an intense amount of desire, and it's that desire that's going to turn into massive action. So do everything you can in your power to hustle as hard as you can. Tip number 3 is to trust the process. Look, I'm not a psychic. I can't tell you what your future holds, but I do know that you have to trust the process. If you're starting at the bottom and you're working your way up, this is a process, and it's just the way things are. If you're going to go after big, bold dreams, you can't let anything stand in your way. You have to keep fighting. You know, being the underdog, having your back against the wall, having nobody else believe in you is actually your superpower. And the reality is, whenever you're doing something big and bold and that's very profitable, like real estate investing, you're going to face rejection. You're going to face denial. You're going to get told no. You're going to get pushed around. If you're a wholesaler and you're cold calling like a mad person, you're probably going to face some form of rejection. That's just the way it is, but you've got to trust the process. Because like I've said before in previous videos and trainings, you are literally one call away or one deal away from changing the rest of your life. The more you face rejections, the more you're going to be able to overcome those rejections and get to the promised land. That's what this is all about, right? And that's what I want for you. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in today's training video. What do you guys think about today's tips? Let me know down in the comment section down below what your biggest takeaways were. If you have an idea for a future video, I'd love to hear that as well. And yeah, smash the like button. It helps me get this video out to the YouTuberverse, which is awesome. And that's my ultimate goal, is to serve as many people as humanly possible. Also, if you want more training, check out links in my description or in my pinned comment. And until next time, I'm Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor, signing off for now. Take care, comb your hair, Sperber out.